Hello, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to review Amouage Reflection Man. This fragrance is an amazing fragrance, a very, very, very expensive fragrance. Definitely one of my most expensive ones in my collection. The retail price on this is around $500, $480, which is extremely expensive. I don't recommend anyone to purchase this unless you have the cash to spend on this fragrance. If you don't have it, don't spend the money. All right, I definitely didn't pay that much for this. Go to discounters and you can find this for way cheaper, like under $250, like Fragrance Buy and other discounters. Shop around on the internet, make sure it's a legitimate seller, don't get scammed. Watch my unboxing video so you can understand how the real one is supposed to look like. And now let's get into this video. This fragrance smells so good. So in the top you get notes like pink berry, petitgrain, rosemary, and then in the mid, that's when you start to get that jasmine, neroli, orris root, and the ylang ylang. And then in the base, that's when you get that sandalwood, vetiver, cedar, and the patchouli. So this fragrance is very floral, powdery, and then a bit of woods in the base with some patchouli darkness to it a little bit. It's not really dark, it's very, very powdery, fresh-ish, but it's just an amazing scent. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the scent, how it comes to me when I smell it. Like, you can understand the notes, but the way it smells off of you is not the same as the notes description at times. First, let me spray it on my hand so you guys can see how the sprayer works, and then I can also talk about the smell on myself, how it wears on me, and the longevity, etc. Y'all know the plan, y'all know how it goes. You've seen the other videos. It's the same deal. So I'm gonna spray this on my right hand. Hopefully y'all can see this. Sprayer is kind of mediocre, I'm not even gonna lie. For the price you're paying for this, like, I want that shit to mist up the whole room. But it's not doing that, it's not hitting like that. But the fragrance smell itself pays for the price, can't lie. And it's metal cap, it's pretty cool. You can't even put it on the wrong way. That looks kind of wrong, don't do that. It smells amazing. It smells like money, man. One of my favorite fragrances ever, for real. So when you first spray this, you get a blast of like some type of neroli, a bit greenish, not really. It's like the rosemary petitgrain that comes in, and the pink pepper. Pink pepper gives some like juiciness. It's kind of like a really fruity-ish type of vibe that just pops at you. And then those other notes bring in a bit of like floral-ish touches, but it's very minute, okay? And then when it starts to dry down, that's when you get more of that orris root that just pops up. It really is like the star player of the whole fragrance, and that mid, that orris root is what really gives this fragrance its character as a powdery masculine fragrance, okay? So the orris root comes in the mid, accompanied by the jasmine and the ylang ylang, and a bit of neroli, especially when it dries down and then with more heat, the neroli comes out too. Gives it more of like a fresher scent. But the strongest players in the mid is definitely the orris root throughout, as well as the pairing with the jasmine and the ylang ylang that gives it a really floral touch. Amazing. Delectable, delightful. Let me use as many adjectives as I can just to describe how magnificent this fragrance is. And then in the base, that's when you start to get more of that darkness, a bit of that cedar, a bit of that sandalwood. The sandalwood is like creamy, a bit woody. It's not that strong in it, but you can smell it more in the base. That's when you really smell the sandalwood. As soon as the fragrance starts to fade away, the sandalwood takes part. And the patchouli is very slight. You can't really smell it, but it's there. It kind of gives it more of darkness and helps to produce more longevity a little bit so that the fragrance stays longer. Because it is an eau de parfum. And unfortunately, the performance isn't as crazy as you'd expect, especially for the price and from Amouage. I usually get around 6 to 10 hours, depends. Usually after I take a shower and I wear this, it will stay longer. The more I apply it on my clothing, it stays longer. This fragrance is sometimes one of those fragrances that comes in and out, like a peekaboo type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, you'll wear the fragrance, and then after 6, 7 hours, you don't smell it, and then you just pass by someone and they're like, wow, your fragrance smells good. And you're like, really? You can still smell it. It'd be like that. Or when the wind will hit you one time, you get a whiff of it. Or you smell your hand, you're like, damn, is this my natural smell or is this the fragrance? Because I can see the nuances. I can see the little differences, but I can still smell it there. It like really blends well with your skin chemistry. And I think that's what you're paying for. These ingredients that are really high in natural ingredients, not too chemical, makes it have that type of take on your skin and also just smell delightful. You know, you can just smell the difference in quality between a $500 fragrance and something that costs $50. But when it comes to compliment getting, this is a major compliment getting. I'm telling you boys, my man, my brothers, the people with the winners, who are winners as well. When I tell you this fragrance gets you compliments, trust me, it gets you compliments. This thing got me so many compliments at work, just walking around, and then some old lady passed me by. She's like, "Your fragrance, wow." I couldn't really hear because I had my earphones in, but that was a big thing. You know, you don't get compliments from random people that often, and this got me that. A lot of women love this fragrance. Most of the times they tell me that they would wear it themselves because of the floweriness and the orris root, but I don't think that it's so feminine. I think it's very borderline unisex, but leaning more masculine. Is that cedar patchouli in that base kind of gives it more of a masculine touch, especially the sandalwood. There's a way that it's in here with those notes that kind of like gives it some type of masculine edge, especially when it starts to die down. When you first put it on and it's like just in the air, it's a bit unisex. Some people might even think it's feminine because of the flowery notes, but I think it's perfectly suitable for a man to wear. You can wear this basically any time, in my opinion, for the seasons, but my favorite time to wear this is like in the spring. It's the flowers, it gives you that spring vibe. That powderiness is a bit there too, the neroli, a bit of freshness. But honestly, you can put this anytime, but for me, it performs better. Ejection and sillage in the springtime, but you can wear this anytime, honestly. It will work really well for you. Make sure to spray more times on your skin with this one, because sometimes it doesn't pick up really well, but the sillage on this is really good. You get nice sillage, lingers around, you know. The best way I like to describe this fragrance, I like to describe it as like a very expensive dryer sheet. Like, you know those dryer sheets you put inside the dryer to make your clothes smell better, like the paper? It kind of has that smell with like the neroli, the flowery-ishness, a bit of like clean linen smell, you know. It smells like when you go to the dry clean to get your clothes back, it smells just nice, fresh, expensive smelling. That's exactly what I get from this fragrance. Like, if I can just describe it in a few words with one image, expensive dryer sheets. This might be controversial, but I'm gonna say this. This is the type of fragrance I expected Prada L'Homme to smell like. I did not like that shit at all. The pepper they put inside it just throws me off every time. Otherwise, it smells good in the beginning-ish, and then as soon as the pepper comes in 2 minutes later, I cannot wear the fragrance. Maybe it's a thing that happens on my skin. I don't know about you guys. I don't like it, but this is what I expected from that, and I am extremely happy with this fragrance. No complaints. Performance could be a little bit better, but honestly, just spray more. It's not that crazy. It's not bad. Performance is like a B+, to be honest. When you get this fragrance, you smell like an expensive man. You smell like a well put together person, and it's exactly what you get from this. You pay the price, and you smell like what you paid for. Honestly, this fragrance is so nice, comforting, soothing, and also like makes you seem elegant and high class that I would definitely even say that I could wear this on a wedding, even my own. I would probably wear this fragrance because it's that good and you can wear it anytime, any point. Occasions to wear this, honestly, you can probably wear this to a suit and tie event, work, anything. You can wear this up or down, as in you can put it casually or you can put it also formally. This fragrance works for everything. The only thing is the price is expensive, so maybe this might be like a special occasion type of fragrance for certain people because of the price. But if you can afford it and you can wear it all the time, go for it. Definitely purchase this if you have the money. For me, overall rating, 10 out of 10. No complaints. Amouage, this is definitely their best fragrance, probably their best seller too, the one I hear the most people talk about. Definitely have a lot of other great fragrances, but Amouage Reflection Matte is the way to go if you want to start off with the house of Amouage. So definitely, guys, check it out. Amazing fragrance. What else can I say? Expensive, so look into discounters to get it, but amazing fragrance again. Definitely try it out, sample it before you buy, especially when it's really expensive like this. If you enjoyed my video, press a like, comment down below. subscribe, definitely. We need that. Trying to reach 100 by the end of the year. We're already started December, and we're almost there, guys. So just keep on pushing me there, and I'm definitely gonna produce better videos, better content about everything. So stay tuned, post notifications, all of that. Have a good day, night, or evening. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but bye.